Hello, everyone, and welcome to the playtest of Iron Nest. Turn this light on. It's too dark in here. Make some coffee. Welcome to the playtest of Iron Nest, the heavy turret simulator. If you were watching this in the past, Iron Nest might be out already. But if you're watching this right now, current time, I mean, of course you're watching it right now. How would you not be watching it right now? That's really the only time, like, you're actively watching it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, Iron Nest will be launching during Steam Next Fest on June 15th, 2026. And if you're watching in the future, then that means you can probably just go play it now, but, you know, we'll see. Hey, look, I made coffee. By the looks of it, you're in Spain? I believe so. I think you are. I'm pretty sure you're in Spain. Iron Nest is a very interesting game. I've really enjoyed the bit I've played so far. This is different. Hospital false flag. Oh, okay. So this is a mission where we're just getting rid of the flag that is no longer representative of the hospital's level of quality. That's what it is. Ooh, they did change some stuff since the last time I played it. Oh, nice. I command to Iron Nest. Iron Nest is operational. Calibration fire is ordered. Plot your firing trajectory to target on the map. Fire HE shell at the target. I looked away from the thing and now I can't read it anymore. Iron Nest location H355. Target coordinates. Target 1 is at Q44-2. Glory to Castile. So anyway, welcome to Iron Nest. We are currently inside the Iron Nest. What is the Iron Nest, you might ask? Well, it is a gigantic walking artillery machine. That's where we live. We'll go down there in a second. I gotta crouch under the cannon really quick. Yep, that's a nice looking outdoors. We don't want to see that anymore, though. You're in the PVKK early access, and it's got you foaming at the mouth. I want to play PVKK. Ooh, is this different? No, I think that, no, actually this does look a little different. We'll get to that in a second. We're looking around first. You guys got to see what all we got here. So we got the elevation. Traversal mechanism. Field reports. Notes from high command. And we can go down into the engine room. So when I played this previously, the engine room didn't make any noise, which was a little odd. Oh, those are new too! That's so cool! You know it's a big gun when the tech publication says enter the barrel to service the barrel? That's true. That is how you know. This is great. I love this. You'll presumably have to, like, start it up. This was not in the last playtest that I did. That's great. All right, let's go down to the living area. Oh, look, it's the main menu. Ah, look at that. Oh, I can make more coffee. I don't need any more coffee. I've had a lot today. I've had a lot of coffee today. This is where I sleep. You guys like my bed? It's very nice. Very comfortable. Definitely isn't the most painful bed I've ever slept in my entire life. Definitely not. Here's the shower. And the sink. And here's my wonderful little kitchen. Reminds me of Cannon Fodder from the Memories anime movie. Oh, I loved Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder is so good. Alright. Little clipboard with a caps lock reminder is so good. It's really nice. It's really nice. Oh, master power. Nice. Alright, what do you say we get some music going really quick? Perfect. Alright, everyone. You slept under ballistic blankets? My standards are screwed? You would think so, they're not. Anyway, once again, welcome to Iron Nest. A totally normal and wonderful simulation of what it is like to operate a gigantic armored crab. Also, there's gas masks. Alright. Iron Nest location is H355. Target 1 is at Q442. H3, 5. Oh, alright. Well, it's already at the correct position. Q442. I'm gonna move these little nuts out of the way.
No. No.
Perfect. Ally, enemy, reference point, AP underground, structure. Alright. That's all relatively, relatively normal. Thank you very much, Dryosin, for the 50 bits. Alright, so, here we have the map. You have many pens. And a compass. We'll start with the compass. The compass can be used to tell how far away something is. So, if, for example, you want to know how far away the target is, there you go. 8.94 kilometers. And then it gets you, all that. The white one, the white pen, I'm pretty sure is just for drawing stuff. It doesn't really pertain to anything. I think it's more just so you can draw, like... Don't put any rounds in there. I think that's what the white one is for. Emote only, chat. Beep boop. Yellow is useful because yellow gives you bearing and distance. But it does not give you bearing and distance in a firing solution. So it just tells you, like, what the bearing and distance to something is, which is very helpful if, for example, there is a spotter that is here, and you need to know how far away it is from the spotter to the thing. There you go. Now you have bearing and distance from the spotter to it, without it giving a firing solution to you. Red is specifically for you to plot out a firing solution. So 85.5 degrees, 8.93 kilometers. And then when you do something in red, it actually writes it on your clipboard, which is helpful for something that we'll get to in a second. This thing is really cool because what this is the circular error probability. So that is all of the distance that an AP round can land within. That's not how big, at least as far as I could tell. This isn't how large of a detonation the AP round will cause. This is, if I recall correctly, the error, or like the probability that it will land in that. This is HE. So an HE round can land basically anywhere within this circle. And then there's the high capacity, high explosive, which is real big. And then also, oh yeah, you got a bunch of little markers too that you can put down for things. But we do not need any of that right now because what we need to go to is the ballistic calculator. And step 1 is input our distance to target, which is 8.93 kilometers. I love how all of this feels. I love how the wheels all function in this. 2 powder charges and calculate required elevation, and then it tells you what the gun elevation needs to be at. Oh, well, we need to load the round first. Sorry. Almost forgot about that. You kind of need to load a round into the gun if you want to be able to shoot at stuff. So go ahead and load around in there. Also, you can, well, it's too late now. It's fine. We'll get to it on the next one. Pull the levers for how many powder charges you need. And then ram the powder charges in. Watch the breech close because it's really cool. Alright, so you will notice that the gun is at 0 elevation, which doesn't really do us a whole lot of good. CEP is the standard probability distribution circle that 50% of these shots will land within. Think of a 3D bell curve. That's a really good way of putting that. Thank you very much, Dryosin, for the 200 bits. I really appreciate that. So there's 2 ways you can adjust elevation, which we need to adjust elevation to 53.58. One is by just spinning the wheel. Look at the thing. Ah, look at it move. But this takes a long time. Thank you very much, Thanos, for the 50 bits. I really appreciate that. 45 ACP because they don't make a 46. This is a lore-accurate depiction of what is going on inside your 1911 every time you pull the trigger. Now, because that takes forever, you can use this lever right here. And then it spins real fast. Honk. 53.58. That's close enough. Thank you very much, Primerus, for the 10 months of subscription. Thank you very much. 53.58. Perfect. Oh, and then also, you can come over here. And this is like the little checklist. So, fire mission has been confirmed. Shell type is confirmed. Bearing is confirmed. Oh, actually, no, bearing is not confirmed yet. We haven't done bearing yet. Bearing is 85.5. Look, the whole thing moves! The whole turret's turning! Oh, they added so many noises to this. It's great. I love it. Do I know if this will be on VR? I do not know. I don't know if it'll be available on VR. I will have to ask them. 85.5. Perfect. Ranging is bearing is confirmed. Ranging is confirmed. Gun armed. Alright, guys. We say we fire this cannon, huh? You were 13F, so a lot of this fire planning shit looks very familiar to me. Oh, that's really cool. When I did my job training, I actually was in the same building as the people that were the 13F repairers. All right, cannon's ready. All right, how did we do? Huh. That's weird. Ah! Hang on, I just want to move these out of the way. That's odd. That's really weird. The calibration area looks just like a hospital. Huh. Weird. I'm sure it's probably not important. Calibration confirmed. Iron Nest is combat ready. Stand by for operational orders. Quarters are located below. Retire to your bunk and stand down for the night. Alright. It's weird how realistic they're making these training areas now. Well, good night. Monstrous strike on Mercy Ward. Official report, anti-monarchists detonated a bomb in the hospital's entry courtyard, murdering 163 and maiming over 300 citizens. A brutal atrocity meant to shatter the very heart of Castile. The attack occurred during visiting hours, which has been described by the king as particularly unsporting. I may have kind of... Oh, there we go. I may have kind of broken it a little bit. It's weird that happened at the same time we fired the gun at the test area. That is weird. That's very strange. Ding! Oh, hey, my cheese is done. Why am I cooking cheese in a typewriter? So no consideration of fuse, volume, deviation correction, range correction, height of burst correction, etc. I guess the forward observers are out in the field while you're FTC and the gun bunnies. Neat. So this is just the tutorial area. There's actually other shells that become available later in the game. There still aren't all of them in the game yet, though. I think they're planning on doing something like 30 different shells you can use in this game, so I would not be at all surprised if there are things like Airburst. It's printing a quesadilla. Iron Nest is at H355. Target 1 is at Q442. Neat. Yep, still at H355. Oh, it's just we're doing the same mission over again. Whoops. My mouse has disappeared. So because this is a playtest, there's still kind of some goofy stuff happening. Am I going to play PVKK when it comes out? Yeah, I'll play that when it comes out. I'm trying to exit out of the game really quick. I'm sorry, because my mouse is gone completely missing, and I can't actually see what I'm doing right now. There we go. The mouse wanted the cheese that it was printing. That's exactly what it was. There we go, mouse is back. Mouse is back. There we go. Ooh, a hostile element has been identified within the city. Ordnance, HE only. So yeah, there are some odd bugs that are happening, but the game is still in early access. One of the bugs that I experienced when I was first playing it is I got the little kill markers, which those are gone now, but I got one of the kill markers for hitting something, and I noticed that I could put it on my clipboard, and I went, oh cool, I can put it on my clipboard. And when I did that, that made the game break very badly, and I just started teleporting around the Iron Nest and got stuck inside the geometry of a corner, and then had to force quit the game. I literally could not do anything. I was just like, oh no, I've broken it. Alright. Spotter 1 is at M9. Spotter 2 is at O3. And we'll write down the bearings from the two spotters, and we'll get the music playing. Definitely log that for the devs. Yes. A little too loud. I should note that a second ago when you saw the two people, that it was the devs thanking you for that. Those are the devs. All of them. This is a two-person dev team. And I would like to thank both of them for making a game that is really, really fun. M954. And spotter 2 is 03. Six, 3. One of the things that I ended up doing, wrong several times is I would put spotter 1 where spotter 2 was, and spotter 2 where spotter 1 was, and then that would mean that I would get all the calculations wrong, because it would tell me that it's a very exact distance from spotter 1 and a very exact distance from spotter 2. And because I reversed those, that meant that I am now firing it like there instead of there. So let that be a lesson to you. Numbers are important. Bearing 095 from spotter 1. Oh, so it's probably going to be over here-ish. There we go. Zero 095. Zero 41. There we go. Which means... Target is right there. Dyslexia is a feature, not a bug. No, I think what you mean is, remember, dyslexia is a feature, not a gub. And technically what I have is dyscalculia, not dyslexia. Alright, there we go. 13 kilometers, 66.0. This is definitely a certified Zach classic based on the gameplay. Yee. I have enjoyed playing this very much so far. I love that the engine room makes noise now. That makes me, like, really happy. Really happy. Alright. Thank you very much, Dryosin, for the 50 bits. I really appreciate it. Alright, well, we need to do some calculating. Distance is 13 kilometers. 13 kilometers. We'll do powder charge 3. 52. So this is the one that you can use to select what round you want to fire. Ooh, illumination rounds. And we'll fire an HE round. Thank you very much, Tiny Hero, for the 100 bits. Why shouldn't you argue with the T-Rex? You'll get your ass kicked. Ha ha! It's a giant revolver? Yep. It's 2 giant revolvers. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go turn the music off. Boop boop. There we go. Let's just soak in the ambiance of cannon noises. 52. Oh, that's right. Hang on. We'll just put it directly to the elevator, or directly to there. Oh, and actually, while that's going, 66. I love the noises now. The last update I was playing did not have as many noises as this update does. 66. Thank you very much, Mike, for the raid. Hello, welcome, Raiders. Hello and welcome. Alright. Fire mission is confirmed. Shell type is confirmed. Bearing is confirmed. Ranging is confirmed. Gun is not armed yet, but it will be in a second. Armed. Fire. I love the little calculator. That's great. Damn, that hit like a truck. Wait till you fire both barrels at the same time. Well, those didn't sound like positive confirmation noises. Those sounded like you did something wrong noises. Civ? I wonder what that means. Civ must mean like, C for secret, fourth target. Secret fourth target. That must mean what Civ is. Target destroyed. Additional requisition granted. Oh, continue fire mission. Target still remain. Alright. You know, I have an idea. I have an idea. What if I were to use the biggest brain maneuver ever? And get both of them in one go. Zach over the radio from his mobile artillery platform. You're talking a lot of shit for some very solid looking grid coordinates. It's true. Let the war crimes begin. Look, they wouldn't tell me to shoot at them if they weren't meant to be shot at, alright? Come on. Don't just be silly. My question for this game is what are the things that kind of change up the gameplay? We're still in the tutorial. It does actually start getting different. There's a lot of stuff that starts getting different. You definitely need to check out PVKK. No, I'm aware of PVKK. I'm looking into it. $51.88, 68.1. All right. Also, somebody asked what caliber this cannon is. Real fucking big. We'll go with that. Real fucking big. Yeah. It's big. B-E-E-G. Loading high explosive. Prepare the wheels of cheese. It's the gun where the caliber is big enough that it's how many Volkswagen Beetles is it? And while that is going, we will go ahead and set this to 68. We'll set it this way. $68.1. 51. .8. 8? That's 9.8. Oh! Ah, yes, this is another thing that can happen. There's little steam vents all over the place. And sometimes they just open up when the cannon fires. And then you gotta close them. What shell did the Gustav railway cannon take? I think that was like 400. No, I'm sorry. Was that... What was that? 800? Oh, 800 millimeter? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is probably about the same size, yeah. I assume this game is set inside a tank. You are inside a giant crab tank artillery thing. It's not really a tank, it's more of a artillery piece, but yeah. Alright, fire mission, shell type, bearing, ranging. Ranging? 51.88, high explosives, 68.1. Yeah, we good. Gun armed. Fire! So for the record, it does not do this every single time. It's just the tutorial mission that does this. Once you get to the actual missions, it stops doing it. Shell certainly takes its sweet-ass time. I mean, we're shooting at a target with a round the size of a large motorcycle. That's 12 kilometers away. That tracks. Hey, we got both of them. Targets destroyed. Phase 1 complete. A second fire mission is now authorized. High Command orders Starburst over the Royal Palace. Star Shell only. This is a non-combat operation. Okay. Hang on, let me just clear out these real quick. Here we go. Fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. A ground observer will mark corrections on directly on impact recon photos. Adjust and repeat fire until High Command confirms satisfactory burst position. Yellow numbers equal distance from the impact point. Yellow arrows equal direction from the impact point to target. Bearing 250 from spotter 1. Distance 4.25 kilometer from spotter 1. Spotter 1. Bearing 250. 4.25. Is this guy looking at the right place? I feel like there's no way this dude's looking at the correct place. Beep boop. He's like, look at this. This is where the city is. Why is he saying it's right here? This guy's stupid. I mean, I'm gonna shoot the round where they told me to, because why wouldn't I? But I think this guy might be dumb. Also, I want the round to get there real fast. So, we're gonna go with charge 6. .53. 4.53. Charge 6. 9.0. Look at how shallow that angle is. That thing's gonna get there in like 2 seconds. This flight time is gonna be stupid. Illumination round. Loading. Also, I'm gonna be completely honest, you guys. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just went with charge 6 so that I could make it go clunk 6 times. $12.9. So you can kind of start multitasking on these. That's one of the things I love about this is you can kind of start like multitasking. You can tell like, oh, it's gonna take a second for it to get there. It's gonna take a second for it to get there, so while it's doing that, while it's loading the cannon, I'll adjust the bearing. And then once bearing is finished adjusting, I can jump over on elevation. Oh yeah, also it gives you an estimate on flight time. 5 seconds. Look at that. Thank you very much, Dryosin, for the 200 bits. What would an illumination round that size do if the burst height is mere meters off the ground? It's gonna just make a really big burning spot on the ground. Boop, 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 boop. Firing. Oh, see this one it didn't do it on its own. See, look how far off you were, you goober. Oh yeah, it's 4.25 kilometers away from me. Uh-huh, yeah. You jackass. Look how far off we were. It's like over here somewhere. I'm gonna do a whole nother fire mission now. Could have just done one. Actually, hang on a second. Delete this one. Delete this fire mission. Get rid of all this. .41 kilometers. 4.41 kilometers, my guy. This spotter is terrible at his job. There we go, like right about there-ish. That's the wrong arrow. Perfect. There we go. 5.56. Ah, all right. 5.56. Loading. Honk. 5.65. Guys, if I had put in the wrong range, there very clearly is a good reason for me to do that. It's 5.65. No, guy, no, it isn't. It says right down there, 5.56. See, 5.56. Also, you're down there in chat, and I'm the one up here in the turret of this giant walking tank, so clearly, one of us knows what he's doing. They wouldn't have put me in this thing if I couldn't read numbers correctly. That's close enough. What is that one? 12.11? I'm in a tank. You can't tell me what to do. Technically, it's self-propelled artillery. It's not a tank. Boop, 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 boop. Firing. Also, it's just an illumination round. Illumination rounds are kind of just like cheating. You can just kind of do whatever you want with illumination rounds. They don't count. They're not real. Thank you very much, Danny Labby, for the 100 bits. 0.37 kilometers. Looks like right there, huh? What's that one mean? So when they said the target, see, this spotter is dumb, you guys. This spotter is stupid. The spotter's telling me that I gotta go 0.37 kilometers, right? He's telling me I gotta go 0.37 kilometers that way, but clearly this is the target I'm supposed to be aiming for. I'm supposed to be aiming for this area right here, right? This is what we're supposed to be shooting at. It's a firework. It's a firework. Yeah. They don't want to have to look directly up into it. 4.65 kilometers. The spotter is making his subsequent corrections through degraded means. Give him a break. All right, fine. I'll give him a break. I'll cut him a little bit of slack. Well, I might need that illumination round later, so we're gonna just go ahead and do this one. I'll just put less powder into that HE round so that it burns really slowly. That's what we'll do. It's definitely going to be bright for a second. It's going to be bright for, you know, a little bit. .30. There we go. All right. Fire mission, shell type, bearing, ranging, whatever. And fire! All right. Nice work. Oh. King destroyed? The fuck? We're not playing chess. What do you mean, king destroyed? We're playing an artillery simulator, not chess. What the hell? Oh. 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 Down with the monarchy! Glory to true Castile, not the monarchy! Do I still have to complete the illumination fire mission? Time to go hide in the gun. Yep. I had to step out. What innocent people did we kill now? Technically, the people that I just blew up were not innocent. The people that I just blew up were maybe the people that told me that I was supposed to blow up a hospital. So that might have been the people that I just blew up. Thank you so much, Moody Malamute, for the 39 months of subscription. Oh, it's because you used a naughty word. You used a naughty word in the donation message, so it didn't go through. Thank you very much, Moody Malamute, for the 39 months of subscription. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. I have actually, I've done this tutorial mission before, and I really had to know what happened if you blew them up. I had to know what happened. So, I am fully aware that I was shooting a HE round at them, but, like, I gotta know. I kind of thought it was just gonna end the tutorial right there. To be completely honest, I thought it was gonna end the tutorial right there. But I guess not. Also, you don't have to do this every time. I just like doing it. Oh, well, I have failed the tutorial because I did not get the round close enough. Also, because I blew up the king. That might be the main reason I failed the tutorial. Oh no, I have one more illumination round. Hey, never mind. There are too many numbers I straight up cannot read. So it's over this way. 0.37. Like, straight up, I probably should have just actually completed the mission normally, but, you know, I wanted to know what happened. I wanted to know what happened if I did it wrong. And now I know. And also we get to watch the cannon. Again. Many people will be bad at this game just due to math requirements. Look, if I promise I'm being dumb on purpose right now. For that whole bit. I promise I was doing that badly on purpose. If I can play this game, I really do think that basically anybody can play this game and be good at it. It's really not difficult math at all. Thank you so much, Ulysses of Athens, for the 40 months of subscription. I didn't actually do the range calculation. Shit. There we go. There we go. All right. Once we get out of the tutorial, there is actually a lot more that you get to do. Thank you again, Ulysses. Thank you again, Ulysses, for the 40 months of subscription. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. So what happens is you can't complete the mission. I don't know, it just keeps giving you rounds, I guess. We're going to start over from me not blowing up the king and the general. All right. Iron Nest is at H3. We already have that one, so we'll get those. Get these. It might be something to bring up to the devs. You get soft lock in the tutorial if you play like an idiot on purpose. I don't know if I got soft locked or if there was just unfortunately so much stuff on the map that I was no longer able to see where the corrections were. But yeah, if you play like a jackass, you, it makes it hard to keep going. All right, let's see. Spotter 1 is at M10 4.0. M10 4.0. Spotter 2 is at 01. I probably should be using the NATO alphabet. Oscar 1, 8.8. Bearing 100 degrees from spotter 1. Bearing. I like to put them like right in the center of it, even though I don't know if that's appropriate. Bearing 33 degrees. From spotter 2. Been a while. Hope you're doing well. Finally get a chance to get on Twitch and watch a stream after a month. So welcome back to the stream, Honky Boy. All right. 65.9, 12.98. All right, range calculator. Range is 12.98. Charge 4. Thank you very much. Nights and days for the 9 months. Hang on, double check. HE only. Great. Thank you very much, nights and days, for the 9 months of subscription. Thank you so much. One, two, three, four. And it load every single time. I just sit there and watch it get loaded. Mesmerizing. Does it tell you how many charges to use? Yep. Well, so it tells you what the minimum amount of charges to use is. It tells you what the absolute minimum you can use is. You see how it has the 2 red ones, then the first one is green. Oh my god, I stopped it almost exactly where it needed to be. I am good at this. He said, having just performed a decapitation strike against the entire government. 38.94. $38.94. Perfect. All right. Fire mission confirmed. Shell type confirmed. Bearing confirmed. Ranging confirmed. Gun armed. Fire. What are we playing tonight? We are playing the playtest of the game Iron Nest, which is an artillery simulator game. And if it looks like the kind of thing that you might be interested in, it will be available during Steam Next Fest on June 15th. Also, one of the nice things is you can actually just click that it is completed. So you don't have to get rid of it. If you might need that information again, you can just click that you've completed it. I can also get rid of that, because we don't need that one anymore. 13.01. And we'll keep it at charge 4. 39.03. Now I wish you were firing out of a Metal Gear Rex. To be completely honest, it kind of looks like a Metal Gear Rex. A little bit. See, that's what it looks like. This little, that little guy right there. Kind of looks like a weird Dieselpunk Metal Gear Rex. $68.1. Or a Zoid? Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I haven't thought about Zoids in forever. $39.03. They put a little truck on the scale model. Oh yeah, they did. Look, look. You can see there's a little truck down there carrying 1 round because that's probably all they can fucking fit on the truck. I love it. 39.03, 68.1, perfect. Fire mission confirmed, shell type confirmed, bearing, ranging, gun, armed. 3, 2, 1, fire. Alright, are we gonna get both of them with 1 shot? Yes, indeed, we are. Yes, indeed, we are. This is like the short animated film Cannon Fodder. It is. Yes. Somebody had mentioned that earlier. I loved Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder was so good. Alright, well, completed. Go ahead and clear that out. What was your first exposure to Zoids? I don't remember what the name of the series was, but they aired a series on, I think, Toonami for a while when I was in, like, high school. But then before that, I remember seeing Zoids action figures available at, like, my local department store. When I was, like, 10 or 11 years old, I remember seeing them available there, and I thought they were really cool. It was this weird period of time where they would bring in toys from, like, anime series. So, but they wouldn't bring the anime series over to the United States. So you would just be like, well, it's, here's a weird robot toy from some anime series you've never heard of. It happened a lot. Let's see, 242... 242, 4.43. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna try to see if I can just kind of speed run this. I'm not gonna fire a lethal round. I'm gonna see if I can just kind of speed run it. I want to try. 3.276 or 0.6 kilometers. Six point oh six. 6.06. We'll just do charge 4. game looks fascinating. It's really fun. I promise it is so much cooler when you start getting into, when you have both guns unlocked and multiple shell types. It gets so much cooler. Is it on Steam, and how much? It is not, well, it isn't on Steam yet. It will be available to try during Steam Next Fest on June 15th. I don't know what the price is. I'll have to look into that. Random civilian at this coordinate. Why is it daytime again? There is a Steam page for it, though, yes. $327. 18 point. Ooh, I got really close. 1.8. Is it coming to consoles? I do not know. Alright, let's see if I can speedrun this mission. Ooh, very close. Very close, actually. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Video Game. Hello. $324.6588. $17.64. All right. Emote only chat. Beep boop. Thank you very much, I Mostly Lurk, for the 14 months of Tier 3 subscription. Thank you so much. Over 1 year. $324.6. $17.64. Hey, we did it. Starburst position confirmed satisfactory. Fire mission complete. Stand down until further orders. The king looks pleased with that last one. Well, good. I'm glad the king was pleased. I'm glad he was pleased that we didn't blow him up this time. And now we go have a nice little nap. A night of celebration marred by atrocity. On an evening set aside to honor the general's continued pursuit of peace, the anti-monarchists remind us all that no such pursuit concerns them. Their only correspondence derives written in the blood of innocents. His Majesty the King has entrusted me with a sacred mission, the general stated. The unity of the Iberian people achieved not through further bloodshed, but through reconciliation. It is a mission I do not abandon lightly. When pressed as to what he meant by lightly, the general did not elaborate. Rumors are dirty. Do not carry them in your mouth. This is fine. There's one that just says this is fine. That's great. I love that. Insurrections and requisitions.
Choo-choo-choo.
Oh, nice helmet, Treasure Panda.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo-choo-choo.
The iron nest is moving.
Ooh, choo-choo.
Sounds like something's gonna break. Nothing's gonna break, Treasure Panda. The iron nest is sturdy and durable.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo.
Thank you very much, Chuck208, for the 24 months of subscription. I really appreciate it. Man, we clunking, though.
Choo-choo-choo.
The iron nest is doing a big steppy. The iron nest is, in fact, doing a big steppy. Valves are leaking.
Choo-choo-choo-choo.
Yes, I can see that we are getting messages. Ah!
Choo-choo-choo-choo.
Do I have to replace the rolls of paper? No, there's still plenty of paper on there. I think we're fine.
Choo-choo.
Thank you very much, Dave the Friendly Spider, for the Prime subscription. And thank you very much, Boom Show, for the 9 months of subscription. Thank you so much.
Choo-choo.
Repositioning Iron Nest, I-6 5.3, 3 kilometers outside of Ciudad Real.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo-choo-choo.
Are we in Spain? Yes, we're in Spain. All right. I-6 5.3, spotter 1, spotter 2, spotter 3. Okay, we'll have to mark that in just a second. We need to get everyone marked first. Now, we can do requisitions.
Choo-choo.
Now we can do requisitions. We can add more ammunition,
Choo-choo.
more powder charges, more AP shells, and more stars.
Choo-choo.
And we have unlocked the full target computer. I think we've unlocked both guns now, too. Look at that. We got 2 guns
Ooh, choo-choo.
that are both empty, and I need to fill them with ammunition. Here, we'll...
Choo-choo.
do 3 rounds of HE in each cannon. And left magazine.
Choo-choo.
Do an AP shell. 2 AP shells. Right magazine.
Choo-choo.
2 star shells. Go to get a drink and come back to a level 3 hype train. Oh, shit.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo.
Yes, I know I need to pay attention. Thank you, Treasure Panda. We are at a level 3 hype train. 2 minutes left on the hype train, everybody.
Choo-choo.
All right, why don't we... Yeah, I think we can just do one more. Yeah, we'll just do one more HE in each gun. All right, we're gonna get cow jump scared. You guys ready? Moo. I wasn't ready.
Choo-choo.
C4. Yeah, we'll get another. We'll completely fill up the powder magazine. I didn't buy the powder charges because I wasn't sure if we were gonna need them or not. But we'll completely fill it up. Thank you very much, Wolfric M, for the 300 bits. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. We'll begin by placing the iron nest, which is at I6. 5-3. Thank you very much, Caravan, for the 550 bits. Spotter 1 is at H9. Well, now we have to get everything laid out properly so that we can measure where we need to aim at. H9. 5-4. Spotter 2 is at J5. J5, 4.5. Is there a way we can move Treasure Panda so that we can see the clipboard? He says you don't need to see the clipboard, it's classified. C2 for... Oh, okay, hang on. Hang on. Treasure Panda, can we actually move you? Alright, we're gonna get cow jump scared. You guys ready? Guys, thank you so much. Move. We're getting all the way to a level 3 hype train. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nix Just, for the 300 bits. I really appreciate it. Raccoon reminds me of the video of the fat raccoon that got stuck in a tank access hatch and the crew had to pry him out. It didn't happen to you, Treasure Panda. I know. I can still feel bad. It's called having emotion. Charlie 2, 4.1. All right. Great. So that is... We can keep those ones on there because you never know when you might actually need to remember where the spotters are located. All right. Infantry 1, 236, 265. Here, we'll just write all these down right now. All right. Pairing 236. From Spotter 1. Why am I making it so long? The reason you make this so long, Treasure Panda, is because we are triangulating the position. Triangulation. It's triangulation. Because now we go to Spotter 2 and we go to 265. And where the two lines intersect. Dang it. Where the two lines intersect is where the target is. 265.
Me too.
Which means that then we can delete these lines once I get that placed. See? There we go.
Me too.
It's too bad Treasure Panda can't go behind the clipboard and look like he's looking at it. Oh, that would be really fun. We firing on cities again? Yes, but this time it's actually infantry in the cities. Don't worry.
Me too.
Is Treasure Panda wearing an M38? He says it's not a can opener, it's a helmet. No, it's the P38 is the can opener, Treasure Panda. The P38 can opener. Alright, bearing 299. How is it bearing 299? Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong spotter. Yeah, shut up, Treasure Panda. Bearing 299. Perfect. And 355 from spotter 3.
Two.
Perfect.
Shoot.
And then... now we get to use the compass.
Two.
Thank you very much, Sir Scaman, for the 49 months of subscription. Holy shit. Thank you so much for the 49 months.
This is you.
5.51. And then 6.92 kilometers.
Two.
And then that means that the intersection is right there.
Two. Two.
All right. That should work.
Two. Two.
Infantry 4, intelligence complete or incomplete, believed active in friendly urban sectors. Intelligence incomplete, believed active in friendly urban sectors. So there are still 2 infantry units that we don't know where they are, that hopefully we will get more information when, after we start firing.
Two.
So what we can do... we can do a couple different things here. We can either just go ahead and shoot at the infantry and hope we hit them.
Two.
Or we can fire an illumination round.
Two.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards let's just go for it. I'm leaning towards let's just go for it.
Two. Ooh, choo.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're very smart, Treasure Panda. You're very smart. Why don't we just do this first fire mission, and then I have a really cool idea. Alright, so we have to select the shell we're firing, which is HE, bearing to target. So this part up here is technically not necessary, but it becomes necessary later.
Choo.
And hopefully I can explain why later on. Thank you very much, First Man on Mars, for the 16 months of subscription, over 1 year.
Choo.
This is a lot of... I know it's a lot of math, Treasure Panda. We're just gonna do charge 2, I think. 8.09. I think we can clear these out now. Alright. So let's just go ahead and do this fire mission first.
Ooh, choo.
This is a large dumpster. I mean, I guess you could think about a giant walking tank as a dumpster, yes. Alright, 258.7.
Ooh, choo.
258.7. Cannon at 48.54. Fire mission confirmed. Shell type confirmed. Bearing confirmed. Ranging is not yet confirmed. .54. Perfect.
Choo.
Yeah, this is gonna be kind of loud, Treasure Panda. Do you have earplugs in?
Choo.
All right.
Choo. Choo.
I asked if you had earplugs in, Treasure Panda.
Choo.
Oh my god.
Choo.
All I hear is ringing. Oops. I'm sure it'll be fun. They weren't that important, right?
Choo.
Direct hit infantry, oops. It's fine. See, that's why you should have fired a, Did I not say launch a star first? Yeah, but I'm not going to listen to chat, though.
Choo.
They should have said danger close if they didn't want me to shoot over there.
Choo. Shoo.
Alright, where did I load the illumination flares? Well, that's AP. And we got a leak. Perfect. Alright, I'm not going to bother with this just yet. .54, charge 2, calculate. All right, 258. No, 295. I know the noises are really great. What happens if you grab that while it's still spinning? It makes a bunch of pipes burst. 295.9. Also, I don't think the general is particularly concerned with whether or not I blow up civilians, considering he already had me blow up a hospital once. 45.24. Yeah, don't worry about that, Treasure Panda. How's Iron Nest going? It's really good. Going really good so far. Blew up a what? Nothing. Don't worry about it. It was a legitimate military target. $45.24. Did we check everything? Did you double check everything, Treasure Panda?
Did you?
I think he double checked everything. They only have one guy doing this. Let's not worry about counter battery fire. Oh, just wait. Just... How... Okay, so this is what I mean about, like, it kind of doesn't really matter, because, like, look.
It is you.
Yeah, they're, like, directly on top of that dude. So, that guy is gonna get blown up.
It's you. Shoo. Shoo.
Thank you, Treasure Panda, for being here once again. Thank you, Bioshock 1960. Hello, welcome to the stream. Alright, so this is why you use the ballistic computer, because you can plot out multiple fire missions I'm gonna try something. That last one, I need to remember, this last one is an AP round. Okay, so. First fire mission is HE. Bearing is 2. .297.0. Target is infantry. Distance is 8.51. Yeah, we'll just keep it. We'll keep it at charge 2. 8.52. Okay, great. Fire mission 1. And then what I like to do is I like to put them on what side of the clipboard they need to be on. And for this one doesn't matter. This one can be on either one. And the second fire mission isn't going to matter either. 298.5. HE 8.2. .20. Next fire mission is also HE. Range is 297.1. Actually, what we should do. Oh, I know what we should do. Oh, dude, I'm so smart. I am so smart. 297. Where is it? 7.1. Distance is 7.65. Because the traverse is going to be basically the same on those two, I'm going to have those two go together. AP bearing is 292. .3. Target error. That one needs to be an AP. 2 and 7.02. All right. So, first fire mission. All right, yeah, this one is the one that has the AP rounds. So we got HE, the next one is going to be AP. Great. Get this queued up. This one's can just both be HE. That's fine. All right. HE, I can just leave it on calculated power as 2 because I left it on charge 2 for the entire thing. So this is why you use the ballistic computer, because now I can queue up multiple things one after another, so I don't need to keep going back to the board to calculate new things. How do I know how much powder to use? Because when you go up to the computer, it tells you what the minimum you can use is. So the minimum I could use is 2. You can use more. Using more powder will get it there, will send rounds further, it will also send them there faster. So, you do still kind of have some freedom in that. So it tells you powder use based on, it tells you powder use based on distance, etc. Yeah, pretty much. All right. 297. And I'm going to leave it on 297.0 because those two are so close that I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. 51, I can unlink these two. 45.90. 51. 0.06. Okay. And then once we commence this one, I can immediately start the second fire mission. Do the devs have plans for co-op? I don't know. I will have to ask them about that. It seems like this would be really good for co-op. All right. AP. HE. We got two. AP. That's complete. That is complete. Charge 2. Loading. HE. Charge 2. Loading. Ah, shoot. We need to go to 298 first. .5. .12. 49 point. Come on. 20. And we do not want to fire both cannons at the same time. We want to fire the right cannon first and then left cannon. Firing AP. All right. Let's see if that worked. There were 2 civilian targets in there. Damn! I really thought that AP round was not gonna get both of them. Well, we did get everything. Forward observers report a probable enemy ammunition cache across the river. Priority target, or is it cache? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Priority target designated. Conduct recon flight over grid P14 or P4. Clear these things out. Recon flight over grid P4. I mean, we can just do bearing 90. That'll work. So now we can requisition a scout plane. P4. And you can tell what direction, you can tell the scout plane what direction you want them to fly. And there we go. There it is. Oh yeah, I think they added, oh, that's nice. That is, I really like that you can just reset all the skill tokens. That is another thing that they've added since the last time I played this. And we will need another... Friendly police destroyed. Oh! Alright, I'm not worried. Never mind. I thought it was good. I thought we were like accidentally blowing up civilians, but if it was just police, that's fine. That's what they get paid for. I need to state, that was a joke. That was a joke. I was joking. $6.87. I want that one. I want this one to get there real fast, so we're gonna go with 5. Bearing 109. Perfect. Charge 5, loading. You have to request more powder after a time. Yep, there's a little requisition thing for more powder. I just haven't needed to. Well, I mean, I did it like right at the start, but I was trying to figure out which direction would have been the best way to go, and like honestly, I don't think it particularly matters. Chilling an artillery gun 1,000 miles away. A cab. I love the noises these make now. I love the noises they make. Do I like machine ASMR? I mean, I don't really, like, listen to it regularly, but I wouldn't turn it off, I guess. Actually, now that I said that, my wife reminded me that I have a cassette tape that I recorded that is, like, 45 minutes of just engine room noises from inside a tugboat. So, never mind. Yeah, I do. 16.49. All right. All right, let's see how this goes. Perfect. Look at that. Sector cleared. Local garrison will consolidate from this point. Stand down until further orders. Nice. All right, let's go to bed. Tons of little things you have to manage. Oh, there's even more. We're still in the tutorial. The royal city is restored to the crown this morning as the general drives the anti-monarchist occupation from the streets. His city, his majesty, the king, was pleased to learn is almost a majority intact. Almost the majority intact. Just like mostly. For sale, children's toys recovered from various locations. Loud noises build character. For sale, mystery meat. Freshly landed this morning. Meat comes pre-tenderized. Tastes like victory.
You?
You don't want that. You don't want that meat, Treasure Panda. It's pre-tenderized.
You?
Like from an explosion.
Ooh, you?
Yeah. You don't want that.
You?
Artillery introduction. Oh boy. The operation has entered its active phase. Restore master power switch to on before proceeding. Enemy forces have deployed artillery across the river in response to recent activity. This was anticipated. Prioritize elimination of all identified artillery assets. Destroy what remains in detail. Be prepared. Counter battery timer will commence once firing the first shell lands. So, once we fire the first round, they will start shooting back at me. If Treasure Panda is a raccoon, why does he care if it's people? Because he's not a monster.
You?
It's because I'm cute, he says. Does TP's diet consist of craft singles and random junk food? Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. And then when I come back, we'll start getting shot at. Don't take that out of context. I have returned. Hello, I am back. I am back. For those of you who are just joining us, we are playing Iron Nest. Iron Nest is a artillery, like Dieselpunk artillery simulator game that takes place, I believe, in the 1920s. And you operate this thing, the Iron Nest. See, there it is right there. You can see little crab artillery tank thing. And it's really cool. If you are interested in playing it, it will be available during the Steam Next Fest on June 15th. I was given early access to it, fortunately, which is really cool. Yeah, June 15th, it will be available for everyone. P1001 is where this observer is. Is there a demo up? I believe the demo will be out during Next Fest, but then the full game will be coming out shortly after that. M7 05 and L111. Oh, actually, I do need to move this. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I653? No, we're in the right spot. All right, cool. Artillery number 1 is bearing 147, 115. So we'll do this one first. Bearing 147. And bearing 115 from spotter 2. We have the controls to avoid fire. Not really. Iron Nest doesn't really move a whole lot. There is something that you get later. There is something you get later, which is a requisition you can call in. We don't have it yet, but you can get an emergency movement requisition, which will basically, the Iron Nest will just move to a grid coordinate of your choice, or like a grid square, but it will just pick a random one. Or there's another one that you get that is, you can make the Iron Nest move a certain amount of meters in a bearing of your direction. So you can say move move 400 meters in this direction. But then now you have to make sure that you actually move the marker and then recalculate where all of your aiming is from, because it doesn't tell you what the one you moved to is. So you better hope that you did everything right. It's great. I love it. There are so many opportunities for you to have fucked it up. All right, artillery number 2, 147, 078. Why is it it's the same bearing again? All right. That's a little strange, but okay. Am I sure we got that right? 147. All right, yeah, same one again. That is the spotter icon, not the... You can see why the recon plane is important now? Yes! Yes. .33. I like to kind of leave some of these on the map because I think aesthetically it looks cool. 4.33 from spotter number 3. Move this nut over here.
Nut.
And 5.56, and it's actually 5.56 this time. So it's at one of these 2 points. That's not good. The fuck are those nuts for? They're just there. You can use them to mark things. You can be like, oh, well, it's either there or there. See? You can use them to mark stuff. So because I don't know which one of those 2 it is, I think we'll use the recon plane. I think what we'll do is we'll tell the recon plane to start at L5. Yeah, L5 bearing 90. L5. I'll show you what the nuts are for, pants grab. Hey, there we go, see? And that is why you use the recon. Is the iron nest incapable of performing a distance or bearing measurement? It could triangulate which point you need to hit. I guess it is incapable of doing it because you rely on the spotters for everything. I'm going to I'm gonna not do another... I'm gonna not do another recon. And we're just gonna, stop things from leaking. What are we at on ammo? Wow, we need a lot, don't we? I have 1 HE. I got 2 HE. Alright. We need 4 HE in the left gun. Well, 2 more HE. You know what? Actually, we're gonna go with that. And then how many do I need in this gun? Magazine. That's... Star. Did I put an AP in this? I actually don't remember. Crap, I put a star in it. Ah, now my magazines are gonna be messed up. Alright, so we got 2 HE, 3 HE, 4 HE, and then we'll put 1 AP into it. Alright, well, we got at least 1 HP, AP. Okay, so. Now we get to plot out how we are going to do this. We'll aim for that one first. And this one second. I was kind of hoping that the bearing would be closer for those two, but it is what it is, I guess. Third one. Actually, okay, so we can do... I feel like that bearing might be close enough that I will not need to do a traversal adjustment. I can maybe just fire both of them at the same time. I think we're gonna try that. .107.3. .12. You do actually have a vested interest in not using the maximum charge every single time. Because if you use the maximum charge every single time, that's a really good way to just burn through all of the powder charges you have on stuff that you really didn't need to use it. We can use 3 because then we don't have to keep moving the elevation. You get to do fun games like trying to figure out if I use similar charges or different charges for different ranges, how much can I avoid adjusting the elevation of the gun? Because you want to make the minimum amount of adjustments when you've got a whole bunch of fire missions you have to do. Some of the later missions in this game, or at least the challenge missions, you have to shoot at like 8 targets in a row without stopping to calibrate where your gun is aimed. And you only have like 3 minutes to do it, so you want to make sure that you're doing the minimum amount of adjustments to things that you possibly can do. So yeah, we'll do... We'll do charge 3, I think. $20.48. Alright, let's see how similar we can get the other ones. The next one is 106. .8. I said 106.8. Distance is 11.66 kilometers.
Chew, chew, chew. Chew, 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 chew. Chew, chew, chew. Chew, 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 chew.
Thank you, Treasure Panda.
Chew, chew.
11.66. $34. What if we do this? That's slightly better.
Chew, chew, chew.
All right, and then the last one is 100.
Chew, 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 chew.
100.3. Distance is 10.32.
Chew.
What if...
Chew, chew.
That is perfect. Actually, that is like almost perfect. So we do the first fire mission with both barrels.
Chew, chew.
Second fire mission, we fire it out of the same gun because the elevation is almost exactly the same. And I really want to see what happens if I don't change it by 0.24. If I don't change it by 0.24 degrees, how much of a difference that'll make.
Chew, 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 chew. Chew, 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 chew. Chew, chew, chew. Chew, chew, chew.
This is more math than I've ever seen you do in your entire life. You know what's crazy is I can actually do math when it's involving stuff with, like, mortars and artillery. Suddenly, I'm able to actually do basic math in my head.
Chew, 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 chew. Chew, chew, chew.
Are you proud of him, Treasure Panda?
Chew, chew. Chew, 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 chew. Chew, 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 chew.
Alright. So, first fire mission. Oh, this is a weird problem that I've noticed, though. Is the loaded powder charges and the calculated powder charges will go based on whatever the last calculation you did is. So it's going to tell me that I loaded the wrong amount of powder charges when I do this.
Did you?
Yeah. Because this one needs to be 3.
Did you?
So it's going to, well, it isn't telling me the difference. It does if you overload it.
Did you?
If you overload it, it's like, hey, you put the wrong amount in there, dummy.
Did you?
Yep, that one is 5.
Two.
I love all the shit moving around. Dude, it's so good. It's great. Alright, 10... What is in between 107.3 and 106.8? 7.3, 6.8. Now I can't do math. I'm not proud of you anymore. So it's 0.2. I think it's like 1.107.0 is going to be in between the two of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 107.1 or 107.0 is going to be in the middle. It would technically be 107.05, I think, would be exactly in between the two. I'm proud of you again. Alright, so 107.0. We need to go 20... Treasure Panda, I can do calc level 3 math. Are you proud of me? He says he's very proud of you. Congratulations on your degrees. Alright, yeah, we'll link cannons to get them to at least 20.48. And then this one needs to be 27.98. Treasure Panda, will you come with me, or will you come to my graduation? He says he wish he could, but they don't make robes in his size. They do make robes in your size, Treasure Panda. Yeah, but they're for dolls. He says that he cannot be there physically, but he'll be there in spirit. Okay, 27.98, 20.48, great. The next one is 20.64. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not even going to adjust the left gun elevation. We are going to adjust windage though. I think we're ready. I think we're ready, Treasure Panda. Oh God, we actually no. We need to get going. That's they're gonna shoot back at us now, Treasure Panda. That's what that is. Yes, they have counter battery fire. All right, complete. 20.64. This one is powder charge 3. That was too many, Treasure Panda. You put 2. No, it's 6. It's 6. I know you know what you're doing. All right, and it is loading. 100.3. 100. Yes, I know that it's 100.3, Treasure Panda. I can see it.
Choo.
20.48. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it because I wanted to see.
Choo.
Yes, they're shooting back. I told you they were shooting back.
Choo. Choo.
If what happens if we miss, then we got to do a bunch of calculations real fast. Oh, perfect.
Choo choo. Choo 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 choo.
Destroy remaining 4 hostile units remain across the river. Destroy remaining elements and stand by.
Choo choo choo.
There's apparently there's 4 hostile elements left, Treasure Panda.
Choo choo. Choo choo choo.
Well, we don't have to worry about getting blown up anymore though, so that's good.
Choo choo. Choo choo choo. Choo 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 choo. Choo choo choo. Choo 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 choo. Choo choo choo. Choo choo choo.
Treasure Panda really just said, well, that sounds like you did some good work there, Sergeant. I'm gonna go help myself to the cheese in the fridge. Why don't you clean up the sector and report to me when it's all done? Wow. Does this vehicle have a cheese storage locker? I would presume, well, it's got something down there. Alright, well, I guess we'll, here, why don't we do a fire mission, like, right here. That'll give us a good idea of what's over there. 945. Treasure Panda's a cheese burglar. $945. We'll do charge 2. I'm not super worried about bearing to target, just because, that's not super important right now. I don't need to queue up multiple things. That's a village, Zach. You can't just fire on a village. It's not... I'm firing near a village, not on a village. I'm firing near a village. And 2, it's an illumination round. LMAO, 6-9 powder charge left. 6-9 powder charge. Alright, anyway. That is 2 powder charge. And then that is 117. .1. And 56. I do have an idea of something I want to do, but I want to have an actual target to shoot at in order to try this. If I can pull this off, I'm going to be so unnecessarily pleased with myself. $57.70. Great. 15 seconds to impact. You know what? We're here. We're gonna replenish the powder charges. Oh, hey, is that all of them? 4 hostile. Okay, so we're missing 1. There's 1 more hostile element left. Alright, this is the perfect... This is the perfect chance to try this, I think. What I want to try to do... It might be too far away for me to pull this off. No, 7 kilometers is a... It's not the worst. Alright. I want to try this. What I'm going to try to do is fire 2 rounds at the same time, but at 2 different elevations and 2 different charges, and see if they both impact at the same time. I know that I should not be fucking around like this, but, you know, it's fine. 7.67. First one will be charge 2. I'm gonna 0 this out so that so that it doesn't keep confusing me. All right. Okay, so it's not gonna give me an estimated flight time. It's not going to give me an estimated flight time until I actually load the guns, so... I really would just want to see. I love this big chain up here. This is so great. Honk. Alright, first one is 46.02. Second one is 15. I'm excited for this game and PVKK. What are my thoughts on this one? I love this one so far. This is, like, this has been so much fun. I already have, like, 8 or 9 hours in this game. And I've really enjoyed it. Oh, they're not going to impact at the same time. Dang, it's... Ah, well. It's close. It's just not the same time. So this game is Iron Nest. I got early access to it, but the game itself will be available during Steam Next Fest on June 15th. Oh, I was gonna try to see if they see them both impact at the same time. Ah, well. Why don't we do, because we gotta get rid of these two. So we'll get those two taken out. Is there? Oh, that is leaking. I was gonna say something else is hissing. All right. HE bearing is 115. .6. Target is Artie. Distance is 8.66. And distance is 9.03. At 113.4. 6 was too much. Let's try 4. Alright, charge 2. And then this one is charge 4. Also, because they have like the little pressure system gauges, I am pretty sure that if too many things are leaking, it probably stops working. Which will not be ideal if they are shooting at you with counter battery fire. That will be a not fun time. I love the sound of how much that sucks. That sounds absolutely miserable and like a great time. I think the only reason it doesn't really matter right now is because this is still tutorial. All right, 113, 115. Nah, we'll do two separate cannon shots. There's no reason to do both of them at the same time, other than the fact that it's fucking cool. But beyond that, there's no reason to do both of them at the same time. Oh, wait, are we gonna get... Oh, my God. Oh, it was too much. It's so close to being dual impacts. Oh. Uh-oh. Hey, there's another artillery. Oh no. Oh no. Forward observers report no actionable fix on hostile battery positions. Assets deployed recently. Prior reconnaissance is not reliable. Recon plane requisition remains active. So yeah, I do not have long. I actually really do not have long to figure out where the fuck they are. I have 262 seconds. Let's see. M7 bearing 090. M7 bearing... That's close enough. There. Shit, that's just infantry. Fuck. Okay, that means they're either down here or they're up here. One, 3, 5, 5. Okay. Distance 6.22. Close enough. Charge 6. I want it there right the fuck now. Come on, load faster. What range bearing do I need to be at? 133. Close enough. .52. All right, we need a little bit more than that. Good. That'll work. M9 bearing 090. Fuck, it wasn't over there. Actually, where the fuck is this artillery? K-10. L1, just go straight up, bearing 000. Oh shit, they said the previous ones were— oh my god, I fucked up already. The previous ones weren't valid anymore. It's probably in this fucking town. I'm gonna get blown up. Yep. I screwed up. No, okay, I actually don't know where it is. Alright, well, ripping spaghetti. It's too late. I literally have 20 seconds to do it. No, it's not scripted. I actually fucked up. It's the unmarked map 3 area. Honestly, it probably is. Oh, are they actually not letting me fail? All right. I was just gonna fail and do it over again, but okay. It's K3090. Oh, there they are. And it's two of them. So they were right there. I never would have looked there either. Alright, well, I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I possibly can. Even though it kind of doesn't matter anymore. Five, 8. I think it's more they missed. No, because they just keep shooting. They just keep shooting. Alright, charge 6. Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the $5 contribution to the EOD robot. Isn't bearing wrong? I don't care. I have the bearing at the bottom of the clipboard, so I don't need the one that's on there. Like, sometimes you have to just forget about the bearing in the computer and just go what's written on the bottom of the clipboard. Good enough. 98.1. Again, because this is the tutorial, they're probably cutting you a break. And, like, honestly, I should not even be worrying about that much. Got him! Oh, we still gotta get the one counter battery unit. Whoops. Or not the one counter battery unit. We still gotta blow up this guy. $11.35. Is this still the tutorial? No, yeah, we're still in the tutorial. I need more ammo. I'm just like real slow. Oh shit, I went the wrong direction because I looked at the wrong thing. $79.5 and 22.0. Let's see how close I get by just being sloppy as hell. I missed. I am doing such a good job. Now they're mad? Well, I mean, they're infantry. What the fuck are they gonna do? They can die mad. There we go. 2.70. Yay! We did it. And now we can go to bed. Castile's mechanized wonder. Madrid, October 14th, 1927. Foreign observers stunned by Iron Knight's might. A new era of warfare, says the general declares, as the world scrambles to respond to the unveiling. General vows Iron Nest prototype is exclusively a preemptive self-defense measure. World press reacts. Extraordinary. Alarming. What exactly is that supposed to be? His Majesty the King is said to have suggested that the other delegations need not request a brochure, as the demonstration was, in his words, fairly self-explanatory. For sale, secondhand roof tiles. And now, you can do either challenge mode or chill. Either one. Secondhand roof tiles? Oh boy! My favorite! Challenge? Challenge is very, when I ran challenge, it was very difficult. It's really cool, but it's very difficult. Alright, why don't we do... We'll do this one. We'll do the chill mission. No counter battery threat has been identified. Well, where's the fun in that? Oh yeah, and then you start doing reference reference points. All right. So, the Iron Nest is at D7 07. Spotter 1 is at B5. 7-2. Spotter 2 is at C5. Why are you guys in like right next to each other? We're best buds, that's why we're right next to each other. I mean, yeah, you think we're like right next to each other, but this is gonna be like 4 kilometers. Okay, it's 1.24 kilometers. Spotter 3 is at D2. 7-6. And we can clear these out. Reference point Alpha. Is bearing 126 from spotter 1. And 5.71 kilometers. From spotter 2, which puts reference point Alpha right there. So now, You get fun stuff. Like figuring out where the target is based on 2 calculations that you did earlier. I never thought that I would enjoy playing a game where you do calculations. Bearing 042 from Alpha. Math is fun, Zach? What do you mean? Math is not fun. Math is horrible. I hate math. He said, doing math. Actually, no, I'm wrong. This isn't doing math. This is just making lines. That's not math. It's 2. Math is fun when it involves big guns and a steampunk aesthetic. That is true. Then math is very fun. Target 2. Bearing 075 from Alpha. And 11.24 kilometers from spotter 1. Perfect. And target 3 is bearing 050 and distance 7.86 kilometers from target 2. Zero, 5. Perfect. All right. So now we have all of our many targets. We got 1, 2, and 3. How many more targets are there? I'm sure we'll figure it out. Oh, and we get other things too. So we get HCHE, smoke shells, forward observer gives bearing to nearest primary objective, move the turret in a set distance in a specific direction. This one just immediately moves you somewhere else, and scout plane flyover. How are we doing on ammo? I need ammo. We're gonna request left magazine, right magazine. We'll get 2 more HE. And 2-star rounds. And left magazine, we'll get 2 more HE and 2 AP rounds. No, the blue square is a request for the azimuth to the nearest target. So actually, here, we'll demonstrate this one really quick. We'll do 3. Yeah, we'll do 3. So a 3. And now, eyes on target 1074 from A3. Here, I'm going to write that down on this. So from A3, bearing 074. So he's saying he can see target 1. I don't know if that's actually target 1 or if that's a different one. It's the wrong A3. I don't know if it's this one. I don't know what other A3 it would be. Unless it's just from grid A3. Oh, from A3 0.5. Alright, I'm sorry. So yeah. You can get you another bearing. What we're gonna do is we will shoot at this one first. And then this one second. Infantry bearing to target is 09. 8.0. HE, distance is 8. He's got the eyes of a hawk. He literally took them. He keeps them in a pouch. It's weird. I don't like that forward observer. That freaks me out. Alright, and then the next one is 114. Do you think they're going to introduce wind eventually? They might. I don't know. That would definitely make things very interesting. .74, 114, great. There we go, look at that. Gonna basically be the same. Alright. This to 98.0. And link these together. I probably could have left them linked together. And how are we looking? The way we're looking is that I just I just shelled 2 underground buildings. I just shelled 2 underground buildings and basically made them, like, shit their pants. I got a direct hit on one of them, and then the other one, I, like, barely missed it. But LMAO, but what we can do is just go ahead and hit this one real quick. $8.29. 96.9. Ha 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 ha. LMAO. AP. I mean, that's not what that is, but whatever. Would have been better to use a recon plane? Probably. The only downside to using the recon plane is that it's just AP cost. That's it. Also, if you grab this, it breaks shit. See? So you can stop it immediately, but it gets real mad at you if you do that. Didn't know this came out. It technically is not out yet. I was given early access to it. But it will be playable during the Steam Next Fest on June 15th. So you should definitely add it to your wish list and try it out then. Got him. now we got additional requisition points. But I think that's going to be a good spot. I think that's going to be a good spot to end for this evening. I think that'll be a good place to end for now. Again, if you are, if you thought this was really cool, if you enjoyed watching this and you think you would like to play it, add it to your wish list on Steam. It will be playable during Steam Next Fest on June 15th. I highly recommend looking into it. I highly recommend looking into it.
Choo-choo.
Oh, hi, Treasure Panda.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo.
Actually, yeah, we probably should, like, get you back there.
Choo-choo. 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 Choo-choo.
Did you eat all of the cheese in the refrigerator?
Choo-choo.
You better not have.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo.